It seems like all that anyone could talk about nowadays is that AI is here and it's taking over everything. And one thing that is for certain, based on everything that we've seen so far, is that AI is going to displace a lot of jobs. During that displacement period, we're going to see a lot of jobs transform and a lot of new opportunities arise. We're already seeing terms like AI automation agency and so many other types of agencies now start to pop up on YouTube and being a popular topic of discussion. However, one agency type often gets overlooked when it comes to these discussions, and that is AI content agencies. Oftentimes, people only talk about AI automation agencies. That's fine for an automated process, but chances are those types of AI opportunities are going to go away quickly the sooner that Google catches on. In fact, YouTube is already making changes to the way that they handle AI content, and it's going to affect everybody that has an automation or faceless agency. So if you're looking on how to start an AI agency in 2025, definitely watch this video. A little bit about me is that I have run several different agencies in the past, everything from SEO to doing content repurposing for founders and clients, all the way till now where I'm the media director for BrandWell AI. So when it comes to the actual process of you creating the agency, running the agency, and scaling it and growing it, I have a lot of information that I can share with you. There are 4 things that you need in order to dominate with an AI agency in 2025. The very first thing that you need before anything else is you need a really good offer. You need to decide who it is that you want to target, whether that be lawyers, whether that be mom and pop shops, whatever it is that you want to actually go after is what you need to focus on. You need to create an offer that's specifically for them. And you need to decide what actual content that you want to create for them. You can create AI videos or you can create written content, whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to create written content, I highly suggest you use a tool like BrandWell, as I'm going to be showing you more about that in this video. A great way for you to conceptualize what type of offer you're actually going to provide to these potential customers or clients of yours is that you need to understand all the needs that they have for their business. What type of content are they actually producing right now? How's that content performing? Are they creating video content? Are they creating written content? Maybe there's a hybrid strategy in there that you can actually approach them with in order for them to get more content done for less cost. Oftentimes, it's going to be things like you record a long form video for them and repurpose that content for them through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and so on. Or it could be that you take that long form video, cut that up into shorter YouTube videos, and then create blog posts based on those videos using AI tools. There's a lot of different things that you can offer to businesses. You just need to decide on what your actual package is going to be. However, there's definitely something that you should avoid, and that is adding way too many services up front that you then have to fulfill on when you're just starting out. I highly suggest sticking to one service and then scaling that and then adding more services in over time. If you want to get started with a simple service, creating SEO blog articles for businesses is definitely a viable and easy way for you to get an in-demand service that you can then charge for these customers, and because everybody needs really good SEO content to bring in traffic to their business. And that brings us to number 2, which is essentially creating the engine or the operating system that you're going to then use in order to do all the fulfillment for your clients. A good way to look at this is to document the processes for the tools that you're going to be using and how you're actually going to deliver that to the client. Are you delivering that through a portal or are you just doing it through email? What tools are you actually using to fulfill on that content? If you're doing video work, are you using a tool like Opus Clip to then clip out that content? How does that actually get transferred over to the client itself? Are you uploading directly to the client's social media accounts, to their YouTube? Are you adding everything to Google Drive? Make sure that you document this entire process out, as it'll save you a lot of headache as you scale your agency going forward. Because one of the main things that actually hurts agencies, especially when they're first starting out and starting to grow, is that they have too much bloat when it comes to the amount of tools that they use, and they're not simplifying enough to make sure that they have a repeatable process throughout the entire creation and delivery process when it comes to just onboarding a client and fulfilling that client request. So in this example, if I have a content agency that focuses on SEO content, I'm going to map out the tool and the process that I use with that tool when it comes to doing things like keyword research, to then writing that article, to then giving them a content brief if they're requesting a content brief on that specific topic, and then actually producing that article and then adding images to that article, making sure it passes AI detection, making sure it passes plagiarism scan, and then actually publishing or sending it to the client for them to review that piece of content and make sure they approve of it before I publish it. These are all things that should be well documented within an SOP or a standing operating process for new people that you then onboard into your agency. So that way you can make sure everything runs smoothly for not only for you, but for your clients as well. The very next thing, which is going to be step number 3, is the making sure that you have good quality guardrails. And what I mean by this is that you want to make sure that everything that comes out of your agency is up to a certain standard and that you set that standard to an achievable level every single time and that your clients are okay with that standard going forward. And this is something that you then document and you house inside of Google Drive that's your standard of how you actually operate, how you talk to your clients, what kind of quality are they expecting from your work, and have examples of that quality that's expected from you inside of a place that everybody can access within your agency. This will make sure that you guys are constantly meeting the expected bar that's set not only just for you internally, but with your clients as well. The last thing that you want to happen is to have a new employee onboard into your agency and start delivering a quality of content that just doesn't match what the client actually needs. And then you have to go through and eat that cost that you then spent creating that piece of content for that client, but then also have to spend more time actually training that new employee on how to actually deliver the type of quality content that was supposed to go to that customer in the first place. And that brings us on to step 4, which is actually client acquisition. How are you going to get customers? This is really, really important. There's a ton of different ways for you to do this. By far, one of the easiest ways to get customers in 2025 is outbound. Actually talking one-to-one with these customers and even providing value upfront for free first before you actually start charging anything. If I was starting over in 2025, that's exactly what I would do, is I would look for 2 to 3 different businesses that I can then provide value to upfront and then ask for a review from them and a referral after the work is done. This would allow me to have social proof. And so anytime that I go to a new potential client and I have a one-on-one with them and actually start talking to them, I have something to go back on to show them that I can actually provide really good service to them. And there's a greater chance that they'll trust me based off that social proof. AI is your best friend for all of this, to be honest. When it comes to delivering, BrandWell is an excellent tool for you to be able to use and deliver high quality SEO optimized content for really cheap. It's good. It passes AI detection. But not only that, whenever you're stuck on one of these steps, is that you can use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, whatever your go-to AI tool is, and you can ask it questions about this process and actually make sure that you get detailed answers back about your specific question from AI. Don't be afraid to actually use AI and take advice from AI as long as it makes sense. And if you're starting an AI SEO agency in 2025, make sure that you send me an email at jeff@brandwell.ai. I'd be more than happy to talk with you about BrandWell and any ways that you can use it within your agency in order to offer it as a service or to use it for yourself. That's basically it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.